Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Kelvin as a cornered rat out on the steppes. I'm your host, Kelvin. So, right now we're caught between a rock and a hard place. The Abguid, over here, whom we are invading, and Moldau, who is invading us. I think we're going to be okay. It is sort of tough to say right now. It appears we've managed to even obtain more land, just from the general passage of time. It appears I didn't even need to come down here. I may have underestimated the strength at which my clan's of. It seems to be doing pretty damn well. I suppose instead we need to focus on the Abguid. I guess I just kind of got worried about Moldau because I saw so many things. But I need to realize, I think, Moldau is feudal. I thought they would be, steppe like me. That would explain it. Nope. So I don't need to worry too much about Moldau, apparently. That will be taken care of. We just need to march on the Abguid. Will likely decline. Yeah, I'd figure it would. Because they're in these wars already, I'm pretty sure. So. It's the strap for him. No arbitrary. Alright. We need to go march over here and forcefully get at them. Some weird flank stuff going on. There we go. Enforce our demands upon them. So the more clans we have, the more land we can have as well. Which is interesting. Or something. I mean, I can't really tell. I just keep going up until it tells me I can't go up anymore. And it seems my clans are capable things as well that have managed to conquer their own sets of land. Now, what the hell is going on here? It appears Moldau is what's going on over here. Because they have to spend about a month building up a fort before they can actually, own the province. As there is nothing in nomadic provinces. That's fine. I think once we completely decimate the opposition, we'll have no problems. It does, however, take us a little while to get moving. Alright. So, I'm going to primarily focus on horde build-up after this war, because I'm desperately going to need to make a tributary. And I think our winner for that will be the Uquaid. They're not too bad. They're not too bad. Talk to them about kindness. Good. Very prestigious. Or, ultimately, I may just subjugate him. Subjugation seems reasonable. Mysterious Jewish man, eh? Well, considering everything else is currently occupied by, you know. There we go. Guess it just takes a moment to update. I'm afraid the Jew cannot be of any use, as everything else is currently occupied. And he can't be the court chaplain because he's not of my religion. Alright, storm down here. Done. Still won't give up, alright. Good. Doot 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 do. Do, 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 do. Alright. Suddenly 100%. Now, 164 gold, please. Thank you. That is a sizable quantity of gold, with which I plan to use to hoard up a bit. Now, I'm just going to get rid of this, because I don't want it. Oh, I can now go into hiding. Oh, because I'm no longer leading my own army. Fair enough. Now, like I said, I'm going to construct the horde from scratch. Alright. So, I think I really do prefer horse archers to everything. And heavy unit backups. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, almost enough anyway. Guess we'll have the weak middle. Alright. Whoops. Do that. There. Really, can we not get anybody better? I mean, wouldn't hurt. Oh well. So, we've manpowered our way up. Well, not really. We've at least a little bit of a horde going now. That's what's important. Now, subjugating the Euclid, not actually all that useful. I think we're going to turn them into tributary. But then again, considering they're on the border with the Byzantine Empire, I also wonder about the use of that. But on the other hand, considering the amount of money everyone else is making, I feel like it may just be the best option nonetheless. Sultanate of Georgia, Emir of Edessa, Sheikh al-Bashir. Oh, that's where you are. And I unfortunately do not believe that I am capable of turning the Abbasid Caliphate into a tributary, as nice as that would be. So, I mean, there's Moldau, but again, they're tiny and probably not particularly wealthy. There's always raiding. When in doubt, loot the Byzantines. It's not a terrible strategy. He is turning out well. Excellent. Good diplomacy is the root of a good leader. As it stands... Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on, but something. Just loot. Don't really care what's going on. At this point, we just move through, we plunge, and we loot. There isn't particularly much loot out in the steppes, but that's not too surprising. I suppose I will have to raid to keep my money up, for what little taxes I actually get. I don't know if they're going to be particularly worth it. Alright. Looks like the Byzantine Empire is having at least some issues. Hostile towards me for raiding the shit out of you. But there is 15 loot protected by this fort, so we'll get it. Hopefully. Or at the very least, like, burn the fort down. I'm hoping. Come on, 12 days. Boom. Fuck you. We're out of here. Retreat. Ah, haha. That's fine. We looted it, suckers. Suck on that. Looted. Oh, well. You suddenly dismissed most of your army. Yay, slaughter the Byzantines. Loot, 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 loot. Loot the rest of it. Suckers. Never saw it coming. Haha. The Iconoclast Faith Triumphant. Alright. How much do I get for these lootings? Not particularly much. Only about 10, 12 gold, looks like. So, nothing to write home about, but that's okay. Realistically, it's enough. Enough. There we are, 4 more. That's impressive. And we do have at least positive money gain, so we aren't in any real danger of anything going horribly wrong. Alright, so we now have an even set. Although, it appears they're still having some trouble with dealing with my rating. This is why feudalism came about. You know, it's really hard to deal with rating from a central authority, but extremely easy to deal with rating when you have a lot more local authority. There we are. We now have an astounding 3,000 for our horde. Conquest of Corson, perhaps. I mean, invasion of Ruthenia. These are their pasture lands. There isn't particularly much here. Like, I think I'm gonna go for the subjugation. Because I don't really want to use on the Uquelid. Isn't as nice as they are. Maybe I do. Because the answer to my question seems to be okay. They don't seem to be able to call in other things. The problem is I have no idea how owning nomadic land works out. It's really awkward for me to try and figure this out. So I'm trying to go slow and learn without making too many huge giant blunders. But I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and subjugate the Uquelid and hope that that's the right call. Sometimes you just gotta. I mean, right now, he's in all sorts of hell, so this is probably going to be my best chance for a massive land gain. Indeed. All must be called in. Like, I'd actually dare say that I could stand up to the Byzantine Empire with numbers like this. If I can call in the whole of my clan like this. Because that's 7,000, 9,000, 11,000, 14,000. We are approaching the strength of the Byzantine Empire. Unfortunately, it likely will not be until my succession then, because I have now chosen whom I wish to subjugate, that we will be able to attempt such a feat. But we'll see about it. I think as things are, they're pretty stable. No one's feuding. And I think as time goes on, I'm going to be working on building up more loyal clans, if possible. As anticipated, he hasn't been able to call anybody in. Oh, you are now a feudal lord under a Khan. Okay. So it seems to work out alright. It seems to, at least. Yeah, sure, subjugate the Byzantine Empire. I probably could have won that fight. Nah, probably shouldn't. I am still very new to horse lords myself. No. Choose a warhorse. Dragon. Every time. Dragon's the best name for a horse. So, I guess we're just gonna, you know, sort of move through and occupy them. It's just strange not have the war already over. Attacking into feudal lords is weird. Alright. I'm sure all of my girls do that, Guardian. But, I don't really care about them. Send away as mercenary. Yeah, you have to be an adult for that. I mean, we're gonna do it for him. Mercenary traditions. Interesting. Garrison of entire domain is more or equal to 500. Interesting. That doesn't matter because we have 500 manpower. We just get to straight give him some mercenaries. Yeah, so what we're going to be able to do with our son when he reaches the age of 16 is create a mercenary band with him. An intricate web weaver. Alright. Well, we're going to send you away as mercenary. He started his own mercenary company now. He's technically feudal, but I don't know what that will actually mean. Yes, try and convert me, as I rape and pillage everything you've ever known and loved. I don't think it's going to work out well. Apparently there was a massive battle while I wasn't looking, but this now belongs to us. So he's now under us. So what does that mean? Imperial missionary, wrong government type, foreigner, infidel. Well, he hates us, that much is for sure. Not sure about anything else. Has spent his arm on attracting and recruiting more soldiers for his mercenary band. A good investment, I hope. I hope so too. He's leading troops in Tripoli. Wait, no. That's not where Tripoli... The Tripoli that I'm interested in is. That, I believe, is the correct one. Where he's leading troops. In service to the Arabs. Disappointment. So, I don't really know what this... Good. Medicean Faith Triumphant. Yeah, I guess with the Mediceans up there, it would make sense for that to happen. I mean, here's the thing. He is a vassal, right? So, as such, I assume he is paying taxes. Interesting. So, civilian population, unused manpower, both grant me money. Alright. Good to know. So actually, perhaps having unused manpower can be wise. We'll see. We shall see. For now, however, horde, horde, horde. 2, 3. Oh, enough money for another round. Still have to figure out exactly how many of these I'll need, but I'm just going to keep building them. I think this is by far the best regiment. Because horse archers are incredibly deadly, and the swarm tactic that they use doesn't actually affect heavy cavalry all that much. Man, values seem real nerfed around here. They used to have, like, pretty decent numbers. Yeah, defense values, they're stupid high. That's where they really do shine. Alright. So we're now up to 555. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. We still have a pile of unused manpower. We aren't even at half strength yet for our horde. That is ridiculous. My personal horde is capable of 8,000 if I can somehow find money. Yep, done. I will raise taxes significantly on the tribes. And now, I'm going to do something dangerous. I'm going to make a tributary out of a tribe. I've never done this before, so let's find out what happens. I'm interested to find out. Oubliette. Speaking of, I had to pay probably a lot more attention to who can be ransomed. Because even like the 10 gold that I get from useless people is actually not all that terrible. For a horde like me. It's actually pretty useful. Alright, fine. We'll chase you across the Volga. I am that crazy. Major river crossing or not. Yeah, you didn't stand a chance. Apparently you got a fort up in this time. Christ, they're fast to erect. Alright. So yeah, he's not looking like he's got much in the way of being able to defend. Alright. Of course, it would seem that others are taking advantage of this. I will not allow him to take advantage of our tributary. Perhaps. I rule here, though. He is on the council for reasons. Mostly. Yeah. Interesting. So I can have up to 9 clans now. The other houses seem to be expanding themselves. So I think everything's okay for the moment. Now, we need to try and press around here. Alright. Good. I'm just trying to get, war score built up here as quickly as possible. More than anything. 300 easy. 91% just isn't quite enough for the war score that we need. Well, I don't know. Sometimes they accept it like 90. Losing, but you won't give up yet. Well, alright. That's fine. Take your time to give up. There, you've taken your time. You're now a tributary, so you pay me 40% of whatever the fuck your income is. Probably not great, but it's 40% of your income, so... Hey, it's something, right? Trying to get income for this whole, thing is a bit rough. Funding a horde is not easy. As it turns out, there are, in fact, logistical problems. Who would have thought? Alright, another set is ready. Putting us up to 666. I must build a grand horde, so that way my successor child shall be the one who overthrows either the Abbasids or the Byzantine Empire, depending on how things go either way. I mean, right now I could probably beat up the Abbasids. Subordination. Yeah, unfortunately this is... Yeah, we need to get our population up to near maximum amounts, which we might actually be able to do in a short time. Nope. Well, I mean, Kiev we're going to have to do anyway. Whap. We're just going to smack our way through. It shouldn't take too much to do. I'm considering that, you know, he's only got 3 provinces, so... You're not gonna get very far. Not at the rate I can siege these things down, anyway. Subjugation war. I wish him luck, I suppose. Like I said, I doubt they'll get far. Yeah. Alright, 100%. Good. So that is now 2 tributaries and something. I am not entirely certain what this is. Whatever it is, he hates me less. I mean, that's a great thing, right? Interesting. So I have to get his opinion of me to be positive. Potentially. Would be wise to, I suppose, do that. We'll see about ransoming him back later. Alright. Nope, you're going nowhere. You think you can get away, but you know you can't. Maybe temporarily across the river, but I chase you to the ends of the earth. Unfortunately, you made a critical error. You got caught with your whole army. And as we know, when fighting with the nomads, battle counts. Battles count big time. Although sieging's a little weird there. So now we just sort of have 3 tributaries fighting it out, which is fine. No matter what happens there, I come out a winner. Has converted the Sunni faith. So he worships Allah now. Apparently I'm going to become a Muslim horde. Not initially intended. Oh dear. This might be one of those times where I have to, do I have autosave on? Good. I may have to go back. Unfortunately, I really would prefer to not end up as a Muslim horde this game. It appears I may need to do things. Recall to court. Yeah, he's currently raised. He must have been leading for 5 years. Because, astoundingly, I have managed nothing but female children since. Which is disappointing. 6 females. Yeah. I suppose in the future I may have to raise my own sons. Mercenaries. Just for that purpose. Of preventing him from doing that or something similar. It is kind of strange that that occurs. And in a way that the player does not have a say in. Actually, this seems really out of character for Paradox. And I feel that that's actually really deeply concerning, because it means that, like, there's going to be a lot of weird conversions. And I don't know how long Tengri will last. Because the most prestigious son always inherits, and thus the one that's served out as a mercenary company the longest. We can extrapolate both of those facts. And as a result, that means the son who is also most likely converted to another religion will be the one who inherits. Well, barring, existential circumstances like traits that may influence things. Which is concerning. We'll have to see. But thank you everybody for watching. Definitely learned a bit this episode, and now we have some nice shiny new tributaries. So, we'll be back shortly. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Kelvin, signing off.